Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, no need to fear. Friendly neighborhood light skin is here. Or you might have to fear, maybe. Because in today's video, we have David is facing murder charges. Man, oh man, this whole David's fiasco. I ain't gonna lie, from the very beginning, I thought he was guilty. I thought he was guilty as charged. When you told me they found him in the Tesla, in his Tesla, and not only in the Tesla, I believe was parked in front of his crib. Oh nah, he's guilty. There's no way he's not guilty, whatever. Right? But yeah, this case has been going on for a good little while, and based off the title of this video, I'm guessing they finally are locking him up or whatever. You know? But enough yapping. Let's go ahead and get into the video and see what it been talking about.
Evening, good night, wherever you guys are in the world. I have another update here regarding the David case, and if you guys don't want to watch this, skip it, because I know not everybody want to watch content like this, so therefore obviously you're not obligated. But for those of you who are interested, we have major updates from multiple different outlets today regarding David being possibly and likely indicted by a grand jury for the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. So to jump right into it, TMZ says David likely to be indicted in Celeste Rivas Hernandez's murder, which is a good update. They say singer David will likely face murder charges for the death of Celeste Rivas, and that's because the grand jury that's hearing the case will be asked to hand down an indictment, sources tell TMZ. And to quickly go over what a grand jury indictment is, for those of you who don't know, a grand jury indictment is a formal accusation by a group of citizens, usually 16 to 23 jurors, that there's enough evidence, probable cause, to proceed with a criminal trial for a serious crime. Essentially saying, and I quote, yes, there's enough evidence to formally charge this person, put them.
I thought there was enough evidence again with the Tesla. How did somebody get stuffed in your car, in front of your house, mind you, and you have nothing to do with it at all? Nothing to do with it. Yeah, I may have been born that night, but I wasn't born last night.
On trial for a particular crime. Typically, it's a required step for federal felonies and happens in secret with only prosecutors, witnesses, and court staff present, and requires a majority vote, usually 12 plus, to issue a true bill. And a true bill is a bill of indictment document found by a grand jury, the people, the jurors who voted on this, to be supported by sufficient evidence to justify the hearing of a case. So with those technical words out of the way, you understand the meaning now. Jurors out there, they're
Is jury still, like, people still do that? I know they say like once you hit a certain age, like people will call you to go to jury duty and you have to like mandatory showing up. I've never been called and I'm 23. Hopefully I wasn't actually called and I missed it. You know? I don't know, but yeah.
hearing this case in a secret location somewhere, and they're having to vote on this, which I'm pretty sure the jurors are going to vote yes, move forward with the trial after all the evidence we've seen. It's undeniable at this point. Additionally, TMZ says there was a report last month that the grand jury was, and I quote, investigative grand jury, a grand jury that helps authorities gather evidence, but one that does not indict. An investigative grand jury can be useful to subpoena and then force uncooperative witnesses to testify. And by the way, for those of you who are curious, yes, grand jurors who are on the investigative side do get paid. According to Google, investigative grand jurors are paid, but the amount varies significantly between federal and state courts. So yeah, they're saying you get like $50 a day if you're randomly selected in the juror lottery for federal felony cases like this. So that's a cool bit of information to know in case that ever happens to any of us. Hopefully not though, because people have jobs, they have work, they have kids. I mean, getting paid $50 a day to do this does not seem like...
What is ass? If we divide 50 by 8 hours, how much is that an hour? That's $6.25. Bro,
much, but anyway, an investigative grand jury can be useful to subpoena and then force uncooperative witnesses to testify. They say, our sources say, however, the grand jury that has been hearing witnesses in the Celeste Rivas murder is actually one that will vote on indictments. So this grand jury is investigative and also going to be voting on the indictment. So they're probably...
Is that not conflict of interest? Is that not conflict of interest right there? I don't know. Y'all let me know, man.
to be keeping both jurors for the investigative part and the indictment finalization process. They also say multiple sources tell TMZ that authorities, including prosecutor Beth Silverman, believe David was involved in the death of Rivas. And I mean, like, bro, anybody. A baby in his crib with a in his crib with a binky could see that David likely has something to do with this murder. I mean, it really doesn't take many brain cells to figure that out. Unless you believe, and you're one of the conspiracy theorists out there that believe that he has been set up. I heard rumors out there about that. I do believe anything is possible in this world, but that does seem far-fetched.
Possible. Oh, damn, my fault.
Brain cells to figure that out. Unless you believe, and you're one of the...
But yeah, again, like, it can't... Is it possible? Is it physically possible? Yes, it's physically possible. Is it likely though? It's not likely.
Conspiracy theorists out there that believe that he has been set up. I heard rumors out there about that. I do believe anything is possible in this world, but that does seem far-fetched. It's not out of the realm of possibility, but I mean, good God, if you're being set up, if I'm an innocent man and I had nothing to do with this, mind you, I still believe David was in an intimate relationship with Celeste, but he may have not killed her. That is possible. Anybody in that situation is still gonna be effed, but at least come out and say, listen, yeah, I did that crime. Sure, I'm gonna go to prison for that, but I sure as hell did not murder her. That was someone else setting me up. So yeah.
Private investigator Steve Fisher told News Nation tonight there was a burn cage incinerator.
Which even then, him, like, that's so disgusting, bro. You're this. Well, before the murder case, I ain't gonna lie. I knew the song, but I didn't know the name. But like, you're like this decently known person. You have money. You have all this. Like, what are we dealing with minors? All these women you could choose from, and you chose a minor gang? Sick.
And
we found a chainsaw, brand new. It was with the incinerator. And there's no purpose for a chainsaw to be at this rental house.
Famed defense attorney Mark Garagos.
This is not going to end quickly or easily.
Says even if David is indicted for murder, he has a good chance of being granted bail in LA County.
First of all, I just gotta say, a good chance of being granted bail in LA County is not surprising nor shocking whatsoever. I've been railing against California and their laws and their lax crime policies for years. Whether you dislike when I say it or not, the crime stats in California, the homelessness epidemic, the rampant drug use and overdoses are apparent. Whether you want to live in delusion or not, it's up to you. Additionally, I want to say, what the fuck? Did I just hear that private investigator not only talk about a burn cage, of which I talked about before in my last day video, being on the property, but also a chainsaw?
The chainsaw, yeah, that chainsaw is kind of OD.
And there's no purpose for a chainsaw to be at this rental house.
A chainsaw at a rental house. I don't think ever in my entire 20 plus years of being on this planet and living alone since what, 2021, have I ever decided to purchase a chainsaw or needed a chainsaw for any reason. Now, you know, I don't know what David does in his personal life. He may be into wood. He may be into chopping down trees. He may have a tree chopping down business, cleaning up shrubbery and long trees that are about to fall over. Business, hobby, side hustle, whatever. It is entirely possible. I don't know. Can somebody out there tell me? But I highly doubt a chainsaw would be needed for a multi-platinum recording artist in the Hollywood Hills in a multi-million-dollar mansion just, you know, on the property for whatever reason. Like, you know what? I can't judge what a person does in their home. If they want to have a chainsaw in their home, they're gonna have a chainsaw. It is fully within their right to just buy.
Yeah, they can have a chainsaw, but like as a rapper, bro, like you just pay somebody to go do that for you. So not really it's not really clocking, Dave.
David, chainsaw, you know. Surely this couldn't have any links or possible connection to the murder of Celeste.
Matter of fact, now that I think about it, didn't they say her body was like chopped up too? Yeah, no, but yeah, no, he definitely did it, bro. definitely he definitely has something to do with it, bro. Go ahead and send him to jail with the booty clappers, bro.
Surely not.
Argument that will be made is it's a circumstantial case. He has not fled. There is no risk of flight.
The body of the 14-year-old Hernandez was found in the trunk of David's Tesla in September. It could be several weeks before prosecutors conclude their presentation to the grand jury, but if David is indicted, he could be forced to surrender immediately.
I just gotta say, how has there, I have so many questions, but one of them is, how has nobody captured an image or a video of David at this point? Like, has he not? Where is he, bro? Like, where is David and where does he currently live? Like, bro's gotta be in the middle of nowhere, in the mountains of Wyoming, bro, the trenches of Utah, the goddamn hills of Georgia, to not have been seen at this. This man is one of the most famous people, literally globally, in the world right now, bro. Hundreds of millions of, like, people, I think, at this point have seen this man's face. Genuinely speaking, where is he? Like, I'm getting spooked now. This is getting to Epstein levels of creepiness for me, because now I'm just like, I'm questioning the simulation at this point. And yes, it is being reported that a chainsaw was found in this man's home, bro. That is insane. I don't know why I'm focusing on this particular detail, but given the fact that everything we know, burning, chopping ups of body parts and all that, chainsaw is just like even more damning. And after further digging, according to Grok, the AI assistant from Twitter, they say David, the singer's
Can't trust Gronk, bro. Gronk gonna try to hit you from the back, bro. And if y'all don't know about Gronk, do your homework.
not been seen in public since the scandal involving the discovery of Celeste Rivas Hernandez's body in his Tesla emerged in mid-September 2025. So October, November, December, it's been over 3 months. It's 4 months almost now at this point. His last confirmed public appearance was during his Withered World Tour, performing at the Crystal Ballroom in Portland, Oregon. So this is the last time he's been seen by anyone from the public. On September 15th, 2025, subsequent tour dates were canceled amid the ongoing investigation, and he has made no public comments or appearances since then. Reports of online activity, examples like gaming or unrelated videos, do not count as physical sightings. So yeah, man, this man, if he is in an undisclosed location, anytime he steps out in public, he's likely wrapped from head to toe. I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the country right now, like in the boondocks somewhere, some rural small ass town where nobody cares about him. But yeah, guys, what do you think about this? You already know what to do. Thoughts?
Yeah. With that being said, y'all boys, let me know y'all thoughts on this whole David situation in the comments. Again, I've been said he was guilty. I've been knew bro was guilty. You know, go ahead and lock him up, bro. But yeah, that being said, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I'll go ahead and catch y'all boys at the next one.